next on All Access.
Allen on a deep drop, looking to throw, steps up, fires it right, kickoff. Peppers is there. He cut in front of the receiver, Knox.
Come on, man. I told you all week. I don't give me one. It's family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!
We believe in each other. We kind of known all along we had good players and a good team, but at the end of the day, if we don't put that result out there on Sunday, that's all that matters.
Welcome to the 15th annual Patriots Hall of Fame induction ceremonies.
Miami Dolphins here, and it starts with Cheeto on the outside. He's pretty fast.
Makes that hard move inside, and
safety down.
It's all over.
Yeah, night.
Yeah, it's all you can forget about it. 70-yard touchdown.
New England plays its most complete game of the season in upsetting the Bills. Hello and welcome to Patriots All Access presented by Geico. I'm Steve Burton. It wasn't perfect, but after a fast start, the much-maligned Patriots offense put together a memorable drive to knock off Buffalo. With the record now 2-5, can New England gain some momentum with that win when they hit the road this week to take on the high-powered Miami Dolphins? Much to discuss and analyze, but let's kick things off on a high note with the sights and sounds from their win over Buffalo.
If they can't run the ball, they can't pass the ball. We set the tone. We got to be the baddest. You know what's on the field. You got me? Let's go. D-line on 3. 1, 2, 3. D-line.
Allen on a deep drop, looking to throw, steps up, fires it right, kickoff. Peppers is there. He cut in front of the receiver, Knox, and the Patriots with a takeaway.
Yeah! Come on, man. I told you all week. I don't give me one.
Jones under center. He drops and he play fakes. He stands in. He throws down the middle on a diving catch by Douglas. Back with a give. Elliott runs up the middle, hit in the back, and he corkscrews his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots!
We got a 10-point lead in Foxborough.
Hey, quarterback gonna try to take over. He's gonna try to take over.
Allen takes the snap. A blitz coming. Allen stands in. To Diggs, makes a sliding grab at the 6, pops to his feet,
oh my God,
and scurries into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Hey, let's just do that better, fellas. That's all it is. Like Coach said, it's not a lot to change. It's all about fundamentals, tackling, penalty.
Fires to the near side, caught by Bourne coming back. He loses the ball. He fumbles it at the 30, and the Bills have it. Buffalo recovers. Get nervous! Allen drops the left foot back. He takes the snap. He leans over the left guard, surging forward, looking for the call, and he got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stevenson out there for Jones, takes the snap, lobs a throw right from Otter Stevenson, right to the 30, runs to the 45, 40, 45, 50, still going right sideline, 40, shoved out of bounds by Bernard.
Yeah, baby.
A second and goal to go from the left hash one. Andrews over the football to snap it back. Jones has it, looks to his right, throws it to the right.
Got it!
Touchdown!
He's got it!
Patriots!
There he is, Mike Gesicki off the side of a milk carton.
That was good.
Every week, baby. Welcome home. Welcome to the league, Pop.
I told you.
How about it? What I tell you? You did.
I told you.
Great job. Good week of preparation. Played our best when it counted most. All right. It's a good football team. All right. Look, don't feel like we've arrived, okay? Because we got to tee it up, do it all over again this week.
Yeah.
Okay, but we know what we got to do, and we know how we got to do it. We can do it better. And we can do it better. That's a hell of a job this week, fellas. That's the way to believe in yourselves. That's the way to stick together. All right, and that's the way to compete for 60 minutes.
Yep.
60 minutes. Great job.
Hey, Slate, before you go ahead, hey, fellas, that's how you respond, man. Character of a man is not what you do in times of comfort, but how we respond in adversity, man. Way to not flinch, way to not waver, man. That's how you win a game. Good job, man. We earned this one.
What I saw today was not individuals, was not a team. I saw a family. And we could do something with that, fellas.
Amen.
Hey, we come in this week. We work this week. Let's go.
It ain't gonna be no all yes, it ain't. It's family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family!
I love watching celebrations in the Patriots locker room. I love what Bill Belichick had to say. We haven't arrived yet. Here's where we have arrived. In our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. How surprising. No one saw this coming. But how surprising was this football game? Wasn't to the players, but it was to us.
No, it was surprising on a lot of fronts, and in just the way that they started the game with so much energy. I thought the game plan was outstanding, Mike. I thought they had Buffalo on their heels right from the start and really kept them there for the vast majority of the game. And then to sort of almost have it slip away and then respond. Yeah, I mean, those are things that we haven't seen, Steve. So I was very surprised. Pleasantly so you don't get mad at me. Yeah, absolutely. I did not see it coming, and hats off to the team for sticking together.
And if you roll back the tape to last week's show, I think I had said it doesn't feel good to say it, but the Patriots are playing like one of the worst teams in the league. I didn't feel like they had earned really the hope.
Right.
I mean, I always think you can win. I mean, I think they have talented players, but they haven't done it to this point.
Right.
Plus in the turnover differential, Paul mentioned the fast start. We'll see more Pop Douglas out there, Micah Wenu at right tackle, just a good formula to sort of get him back on track.
Mac Jones stepped up in a big way. Clutch, he delivered in the clutch situation, drove the team right down the field. Everybody's been hopping on Mac Jones, right? First 6 weeks of the season. What do you have to say about him now?
He's always okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? Steve? That's the way you always put it.
That's what I said.
So
right.
in this game...
It's only one game.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
And again, and listen, I think we all wrote about it during the course of the week, Mike, myself included. For one game, he was the guy that we needed to see in the fourth quarter with the game on the line. And I thought every bit as impressive was the drive prior to make it 22-10.
Mm-hmm.
That was sort of, okay, you played really well. You're pulling off an upset here. The other team's still within striking distance. Can you go out in the fourth quarter and execute? And they did. They went down the field, took advantage of some Buffalo mistakes, and got that touchdown and made it a 2-score game. And then when disaster strikes and you turn the ball over and suddenly you're behind, he responded. And I know there was some big plays in there from other guys, but the throw to me on 3rd and 8, Mike, to Hunter Henry, I mean, that's a big-time throw with the game on the line. Hats off to Mac Jones. He earned it.
And why does Paul say it? It's not just the throw. Look at the pressure coming to his blind side, and he still delivers it. Signature moment in his 3-year career in the NFL. People have said Mac needs players around him to elevate him. Flip it on its head. For this game, he elevated the players around him. I think that's significant.
Why do you think that happened?
Well, the part to me that really, sticks out to me is about belief. Mike talked about, last week, we were sitting here wondering, what can this team do? Do we have the hope that they can perform? We hadn't seen them perform. So now, when you're able to do it in the fourth quarter, when you haven't been able to do it for 2+ years, now there's a belief in the locker room, there's a belief in the quarterback. And the quarterback, I know he always talks about always having confidence in himself, Mike, but I'm sorry. It's hard to be ridiculously confident when you've never done something. Now he's done it. So it'll be interesting to see how the second half of the season unfolds.
Mac had better protection, the offensive line this time around as well.
He did. I think part of that was a banged-up Buffalo defense. I want to acknowledge that a little bit. But at the same time, Micah Wenu at right tackle, Cole Strange back at left guard. I just thought they played more cohesively as an offensive line.
And I want to acknowledge Billy O'Brien because I thought the game plan I thought really played into it. Yes, they made some personnel switches that Mike detailed, but I thought you get the ball out quick, you throw in a bunch of short passes against a defense that likes to play a lot of soft zone, make them cover in space, make them tackle in space, and they couldn't because your playmakers played better than theirs did on Sunday.
Great point. I'm glad you acknowledged Billy Old. All right, don't go far. We'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
Coach Belichick breaks down some of the key plays from the victory over the Bills.
You know, with Ramondre, if you get him out there, he can do a lot on his own.
And later, we go behind the scenes of an epic Hall of Fame ceremony.
After you would leave, I said, thank God that guy doesn't coach linebackers.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. And by Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. And by AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up and reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for the plays of the week. Big plays, Coach, against Buffalo. What do we start with here?
Well, start with Pepper's interception. So this is after we scored at the ball on the 24-yard line here, and this is a pretty standard play. A lot of teams run this where they send one player into the short area here to the flat, and that'd be the first receiver. They send another receiver deep down the field at the third level of the defense, and then they have another player that comes in here and runs what we call a sail pattern. So it's 1, 2, 3 on the sideline, and the idea of the play is to get the outside defender to kind of jump the first guy to the flat and open up this hole back here for the second player, and then this third player is kind of a clear out guy. Peppers makes a really nice play on this. He takes the tight end, but sees the play and gets his depth and goes up, high points the ball and makes an interception. It's really a good play here by Pep.
That's like Ty Law versus Peyton Manning. Those games in the playoffs, yeah.
A little bit like,
sort of
yes.
Bite on the flat, bait him in there, throw it in the hole, and then get back here and pick it off. Good job.
You see, that really energized the team.
Yeah.
And, it got us going here. Kicking conditions were challenging. You could see the flags to the top of the goalpost here, moving from, in this case, the right to the left, and you see the ball just kind of tails off here and misses. So, this is, big 3 points. Close off the edge there with Schooler.
Yeah, you must got another one.
Yep. And so, big 3 points there, and then going the other way, Chad, this is a 49-yarder. That was, I think, a 42 or 43-yarder by Bass. And then here's the kick into the lighthouse end, and you can see the ball hits it right. Chad's got it right down the middle. So, that's a big 3-point swing there.
It's a good timeout by you, too. Good timeout by you, too, getting that extra guy in the field.
Yeah.
All right, moving on here.
And then the final drive, really started off with the first play is a big play. Trying to swing the ball out here to Ramondre, and Mike Onwenu does a good job here of cutting down the end, and then we try to cover up these two defenders here, and then let Ramondre work on the secondary players here, the guys that are coming in. He does a good job of running, and runs through a tackle here by an arm tackle by Phillips. And then that's, I think that's Taylor Rapp coming over to get him. He runs by him and, turns it into a, 30-yard gain. So
he talked about that in postgame, too. He said, yeah, my eyes lit up. We had such great, good blocks on the outside. It's not like he had to make somebody miss. He, 8 yards downfield, so he's got to get shifty.
Yeah, and that's kind of the idea, with Ramondre. If you get him out there, he can do a lot on his own. So it's a really good job here by Hunter, and then, here's the kick-out block by Pop and Bourne. Kind of similar to the play we had last week to Zeke.
Yeah.
Against the Raiders, it got called back. But here's a good cut again, running through an arm tackle there, and Ramondre's got a real good stiff arm. Just kind of steps over a wrap there, and then stiff arm down the field. They can't get him down. So big play, and then eventually that led down to the after Hunter's third down conversion. That led to the the touchdown here. And this is Teron Johnson against Jasecki, and I think Mike's got about 6 inches or so on him. But kind of what the Bills do is they just put everybody here on the goal line. They're really aggressive. They got everybody pressed, and they have a couple of these extra guys kind of sitting right in there in the low area. So it's pretty hard to throw right here. That's why Mike comes up here and gives them the slip, and Mac puts the ball up there high. Mike goes up there and high points it. Yep, and for the touchdown there. So that was really well executed play here between Mac and Mike. That's one that did in practice. And, you can see over here Hunter's getting kind of getting tackled by the safety on this side, but that's that's kind of the idea of the way they play. They just play real physical on the goal line, and Mike's able to get behind them, and Mac made a good throw.
Coach, always love doing plays of the week after wins. Good luck next time.
Can the Patriots use the Buffalo win as a springboard for the rest of the year? Here's Dan Roach with more.
First win at home this year, an upset of Buffalo by a 29-25 final.
It was a comeback that this team desperately needed, providing an emotional boost for everyone.
But when you get the results that you set out to achieve, it gives you some confidence. So I think for our football team, it gave us some confidence. But look, the reality is we still have a long way to go, and we just have to keep our head down. But hopefully that's something we can build upon.
As for Mac Jones, the much-maligned quarterback played arguably his best game in a Patriot uniform Sunday.
Mac's a tough guy, man. He's been through a lot, takes a lot, does a lot for this team. So that was huge for him. It's huge for all of us.
Just want to try and do it again. What did we do well, and how can you replicate that? And then what did we not do well, and how can you learn from it?
One player that has popped lately is Pop Douglas. The rookie wideout had 5 plays of 10 or more yards against the Bills as he's bounced back from an early season fumble.
Stay positive. Throughout everything, you got to stay positive. If you go negative, this profession not for you.
Yes, it was a positive week here in Foxborough, and now it's on to Miami.
No matter what win I've ever had, it's always been, a lot of plays you can do better. So that's what we're trying to do this week. Get better, brace with the Dolphins. Who can improve from Sunday to Sunday, and it'll be a big challenge down there.
And finally, Matthew Slater broke down his team in a different manner after Sunday's win.
It ain't gonna be no all yesterday. It's family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
I think emphasizing family was important to me last week because there are a lot of people that are trying to divide us and keep us from being a family. So that was important.
Now, we all know the Patriots have had a hard time winning down in Miami. They've lost 3 straight and 4 of their last 5. So it will take the entire team to come up with a victory. Traveling from here, the brand new Lighthouse in Gillette Stadium, 1,272 miles to Hard Rock Stadium and South Beach. See if they can get that elusive victory coming up Sunday when they kick things off at 1. For Patriots All Access, I'm Dan Roach.
All right, Roachy, thank you very much. Joining me now is Patriots defensive back Jonathan Jones. First of all, how you doing?
Doing well. How's it going?
Let's talk about that big win coming off of Buffalo, and how can you use that as a momentum builder going into Miami?
It was what we needed. At the point of the season we were at, we needed a big win. The team rallied and came out with a big win, and so hopefully we can use that momentum this week and get out here and work every day and get ready for Miami.
Where's the team's confidence right now?
We believe in each other. We kind of known all along we had good players and a good team, but at the end of the day, if we don't put that result out there on Sunday, that's all that matters.
You got the Dolphins next. They are ripe for the picking, right?
Yeah.
You go down there, but Miami's been a house of horrors for the Patriots. Excuse the pun because it's Halloween. But you can get them there, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take, a lot of work. A good team, they're a good team. They have good players, good skilled players. I mean, on offense, you look at any category and they're at the top. So, we've got our work cut out for us, but I believe, we have what it takes to do it.
They got a guy named Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? And you've gone up against him before, and you've played pretty well against Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I mean, it's just constant. You can't let up. He's one of those players, he can be asleep for 3 quarters and then come out and still end the game with 100 yards, just off 1 quarter. So he's an explosive player, and he stretches you horizontally and vertically down the field, and you have to be prepared.
How fast is he?
too fast. Too fast. You know, no, he's an explosive player. You know, he can get up and down the field, you know, really, really quick.
Would you say he's the fastest player in the NFL?
Oh, outside of me, yeah. I'd
Ooh,
say.
all right, something.
But no, yeah, he's really one of the most explosive, you know, dynamic players this game has seen. You know, so he's a good player.
Are you pleased with the way the defense is playing?
That's a loaded question. We're playing well, but you know, as competitors, we always want more. We always want to be better. Whether it's our tackling, scoring points, getting more turnovers, we're always challenging ourselves to be better.
Good luck in Miami.
Yes, sir.
Head to South Beach.
Thank you.
Jonathan Jones, I guess we'll be back more Patriots All Access right after this.
Touchdown for Foxborough.
Congratulations to Jack Martinelli of Foxborough High School, who won his 300th career regular season game. The Warriors moved to 6-1 on the season with a resounding shutout victory over arch rival Canton.
20, 30, and touchdown, Foxborough.
Presenting the award is Pro Football Hall of Famer Andre Tippett.
It's guys like Coach Martinelli that set the message for me, my teammates, teaching us the importance, pride, desire, character.
The Patriots Charitable Foundation will donate $1,000 to the Foxborough High School football program in the name of their legendary head coach, Jack Martinelli.
All right, there are only 3 men to coach their football teams to 300 wins. One is George Halas, the other Don Shula, and the last one is this guy right here, Bill Belichick, coach. Congratulations on 300, but big win for you guys against Buffalo, divisional opponent. I'm sure you love that one as much as the other 300.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Buffalo's, of course, won the division the last 3 years, quality team. And, you know, I thought our guys went out and played well last week and, you know, played good complementary football. A big drive at the end of the game. That was, you know, great to see with the catch and run by Ramondre, third down conversion to Hunter, touchdown pass to Jaceki. So, you know, the team really responded to the challenge and, you know, proud of them.
Demonstrated ability. I think Bill Parcells originated that statement. The ability to sort of apply yourself, execute it, go out and win. How important is it for the team to see that in stages? You put a lot of work into it, you study it, you execute, you win games. How important is it to go through those phases?
Oh, well, of course, it reinforces it. And, when you do it well on a practice field, then that gives you a chance to do it well in a game. And you put yourself in that position. We've been in that position a few times this year, and you know, last week against Buffalo, we were able to, you know, come through in some key situations and you know, have the result we were looking for. So hopefully we can build off that.
All right, on to Miami. Hey, you're one of the few teams to hold them under 70 points. You haven't seen them since week 2. How much have they changed since week 2? And I know they're a divisional opponent. You know a lot about them, but still a lot of the same stuff, right?
Yeah, they're very explosive. You know, they get the ball. They got a lot of fast guys, and you know, the backs are fast. Obviously, they got fast receivers, and you know, they get the ball in space. They just chew up the yardage. It looks like an 8 or 10 yard game, and it's 40.
Good teams coming off losses. How dangerous are they? You know, sort of walking into that hornet's nest, so to speak.
They're dangerous. Coming off wins, coming off losses, coming off anything. These guys lead the league in offense. They can really move the ball and score points. So, you know, we're gonna have to really be disciplined and do a better job of tackling against these guys than we did against Buffalo. We need to tackle well, leverage the ball, and really be fundamentally sound, and you know, all the way across the board defensively doing our job, so that you know, we're not out of position because they got, you know, a lot of weapons.
Speaking of that and the visual recognition, Mike McDaniel, you've watched a lot of his games and see him on film now. They do a lot of motion. Sometimes it looks like Canadian football resetting. They love to get Tyreek going downhill. How hard is it to decipher between what's window dressing and what the actual scheme and play is going to be?
Well, it's pretty much impossible because they do both. They use the same motion when the player is going to get the ball at the point of attack, and then they use the motion and decoy him and get it to somebody else. So, again, it's just really about being disciplined. If it comes to you, you got to take care of it. If it doesn't, then you got to take care of the decoy, and then somebody else has to deal with the point of attack. So, you know, it's easier said than done, but that's really what you have to do. You just have to play 11 good team defense with all 11 guys.
All right, time now for the Ace Ticket Twitter question of the week, and it comes from @RyanMalloy7. Let's talk about the tush push, the brotherly shove. I think that's what they like to call it in Philly. You guys have tried it, and you've worked a couple angles off it. Are you for the play? How hard is the play to defend? I think Juwan Bentley tried to time the jump this past week, but how hard is it to defend that play?
Well, I mean, it's hard to defend any play when you only need, a couple inches, and the quarterbacks are, Josh Allen's 250 pounds, so, those guys are hard to stop. But, it's an interesting play. It's kind of has a rugby element to it. It's about leverage and pad level, and but against some of those quarterbacks that are just big, strong guys, they only need a little bit, and they just push it in there and get a couple guys behind them, and it's a hard play to stop.
All right, if you want to ask the coach a question, you have to follow the team on Twitter, @Patriots, hashtag it, AskBB. Bellustrator with Miami, a lot of fireworks, right?
Same guys.
All right, should be fun. Hang tight, we'll have more Patriots All Access right after this, and then the Bellustrator for you.
Coming up on All Access.
We recap the 15th annual Patriots Hall of Fame ceremony.
Come on, we got a game to win. I can't be up here that long.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. By Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. And by Dan O'Brien Auto. Come in to any Dan O'Brien Auto Group store today and get your awesome protection plan, keeping it awesome. This profile is brought to you by Pepsi.
Welcome back to All Access, presented by Geico. If you're a Patriots fan, this past weekend was spectacular. A win and a season-best performance against Buffalo Sunday, and the appetizer on Saturday was a Hall of Fame-worthy celebration for two pillars of the Patriots dynasty. Here's a recap of the weekend celebration, honoring the latest inductees into the Patriots Hall of Fame, Dante Scarnecchia and Mike Vrabel.
Nice looking jersey.
Like the red?
Red's good, man. I'd have picked blue, but what the heck.
Great!
Hi, buddy. How
Congratulations, man. He was one of the guys that got in before me. Carter, when I got in, Carter texted 7 times a charm. That's it. I'm going to say...
But we both know.
You say this.
You were the worst agitator.
Yes.
Obviously. But I'm not, these guys, I love you. There wasn't a day went by that you did not ask me about Jen and the boys.
Yeah.
And after you would leave, I said, thank God that guy doesn't coach linebackers. Congratulations.
You're the best. You're the best.
Welcome to the 15th annual Patriots Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. For the first time, we are inducting an assistant coach. For the first time, we are inducting an active head coach.
To be up here today and to wear this red jacket and stand up here with these guys is very special. To them and to all of you, I once again say thank you.
I fall asleep when I'm not actively participating in things like film study or when you're up there on the board coaching. And I remember he looked at me and he goes, Light, you fall asleep in my meeting and I'll kill you.
Coach, I fall asleep in my car while I'm driving. And I said, Matt, you'd be a lot better off falling asleep in your car than you would in this meeting.
So today we also honor Mike Vrabel, one of the most efficient receivers of all time. And he was also a pretty good linebacker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 34th member of the Patriots Hall of Fame, Mike.
Mike was really good at a lot of things. He was one of the most complete all-around football players I've ever played with. And that's saying a lot. I've been around some great players, but Mike was, to me, the all-around best football player I've ever played with.
I'm very appreciative of this. So thank you to the Patriot organization. Thank you to Mr. Kraft, the Kraft family. Thank you, Bill. Thank you to my teammates. This is an unbelievable honor. Thank you.
The way that both Dante and Mike felt about the team and their unselfishness and their commitment to the team, T-E-A-M, team, in every sense of the word. You know, these two guys are just magnificent. Mike had an edge to him. I think, you know, we've all talked about his sense of humor and so forth, and this in 01. And, you know, we're going to have weigh-in, you know, before squad meeting tomorrow. And Mike's sitting in the back of the room, and he yells down, "Hey, Bill, it's not the players you should weigh in. Why don't you weigh in the coaches?" The only guy that really would make weight that was in great shape. There he is right there.
I walked up to that lighthouse yesterday, and it was raining and windy. I was like, okay, boys, let's not stay out here too long.
And now, give a Patriot Hall of Fame welcome to Dante Scarnecchia.
If I told you it was a dream come true, I never dreamt this would happen. It was really a humbling experience.
Mike was always ready, willing, and Vrabel.
The reception that we received, my family received, that I received, just to go back and reflect on that, on the 8 years here and the success and the teammates. And I think that was probably the coolest thing, was to see them and see Dante and be able to, you know, just catch up and, you know, just see how excited everybody is for you.
Come on, we got a game to win. I can't be up here that long.
Step on into the Social Media Minute. I'm Tamara Brown. Not only did Mike Gesicki call game with seconds left in the Bills game, he also called it that his mentions would be on fire after his touchdown celebration.
It was cool to be able to go out there and make that play and then do the world's fastest and probably most embarrassing gritty. So that was fun. I can't wait to see a replay of that and see all the mentions of me on my Instagram of me getting just absolutely harassed by fans.
I've probably watched the Gesicki gritty over 20 times since it happened, and the media also ate it up too. It just so happens that Sunday was also National Tight Ends Day, and it was a big day indeed for the trio of Patriots tight ends.
Yeah, I got in the huddle and I was like, Mac, it's National Tight Ends Day, throw me the ball. And he was like, all right, cool. So, no, that actually didn't happen, but I do appreciate him throwing me the ball.
That's it for this week. See you for next week's Social Media Minute.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for the Bellustrator. 3 good looks at the Miami Dolphins here, and it starts with Cheeto on the outside. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, he's really the guy. He is very, obviously very fast, very explosive off the line of scrimmage. So
it's almost off the camera screen here. You have a film guy. Doesn't even keep him in the frame. Wow.
So it's he's such a threat to get behind just about everybody, and if you don't get up there and press him, then he ends up with the short catch play, and then it's hard to tackle, which we'll see that later. But Tua does a nice job here on the deep ball and lays it out there, and Tyreek just runs it down. And so, this is a big problem with the offenses, dealing with the vertical speed that comes with Hill.
And it's not just all speed with him. He really does a good job with his body control as far as keeping a defender off him, then accelerating again to go get it.
Yeah, excellent. And here he is coming across in motion. So, hard guy to jam when they put him in motion like this, and then he, catches this little crossing pattern. So that's in the deep part of the field, and this is a, call it intermediate route. Call it a 15-yard gain. The ball's on about the 30-yard line, so 18-yard gain.
Should be catching
then,
down. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, now it's,
Start the Benny Hill music.
broken tackle, and, they got 4 or 5 guys surrounding him there, and he squirts out of there, and there they go.
Man.
So very effective in the deep part of the field, very good in the intermediate routes, and, here's another one where the Giants are up there, trying to press them, and, makes that hard move inside, and
safety down.
It's all over.
Yeah. Night-night.
Yeah, it's all over. You can forget about it. Yeah. So, 70-yard touchdown.
70-yard touchdown. Good throw too. Good accurate throw.
So catch and run, long balls, intermediate routes, motion, crossing routes. He's a hard guy to cover. They send him all over the place. Let's do a good job on him.
Back-to-back divisional games should be fun.
All right.
Good luck against the Dolphins. Go get him, Coach. There's your Illustrator. More Patriots All Access will return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots, and by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. And I'm Bob's Conference Studios, back with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. All right, is this sustainable? Can they put together back-to-back wins? Can they go on a run?
Well, that's going to be, I think the biggest question mark going forward. And to me, we're talking about the offense. Can the offense be productive like that on a consistent level? And they haven't really shown that. But I do think a lot of things that they did in that game, Mike, are transferable. And one is to just continue to use Demario Douglas. I don't want to say as a focal point, but maybe as a focal point. I mean, is he like Tyreek Hill light for the Patriots? I know a lot of people have written that, locally here. And I do think that he is the one guy that with the ball in his hands can make other guys miss and make some plays out of nothing. They're going to have to use a lot of that quick, short passing game. And I think that really caters to his skill set.
I agree, Paul. He played 37 snaps. He had been averaging about 16 in games when he was healthy for the team. So I think that's a great point by Paul. I think it is sustainable, and this is the way I look at it. Like they couldn't have kept turning the ball over the way they were early in the season. They're -7 in the turnover differential on the season. Like, that's so uncharacteristic of them. Do you know that they've been plus in the turnover differential the past 17 years? So to me, the sustainable part is like they were +1 in this game. They had 2 turnovers that they forced, 1 they gave away. Like, I think that they can play that way, and that thus they'll be in games. And whether they can win them, I mean, we'll have to wait and see on that.
Can they beat Miami in Miami?
Yes, they can. And I think that they would need to do some of the things that they did Sunday, and specifically, I think, heat up Tua. If you can get after Tua Tagovailoa, I think you saw a little bit with what the Eagles did. He wants to get the ball out. He wants to get on his back foot and throw in rhythm with the timing game, and that's been very successful. He is extremely good at it. But when you make him sort of hold the ball a split second and have him move around, he's like a lot of other guys, and it's not quite as efficient. So I think that's the key, get some heat on Tua.
And tackle better. 106 yards the Bills gained after initial contact in the last game. I didn't think the Patriots tackled well in week 2 against Miami. So combine what you're talking about, Paul, with better tackling, I think that would be a formula.
Prediction time.
I'll tell you, both teams are really banged up, and I think that that's going to be a big part of this equation. Who actually gets to play and at what level? I still see down in Miami when Tom Brady was here, Mike, I didn't love the Patriots' chances all the time. So I'm going to say Miami's going to be able to right the ship a little bit better not going to be easy, 27-20. I think the Patriots will have an opportunity to pull off another upset.
I like it. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think they found a little something. I think they feel good about themselves. Turnover is going to be a key. Miami -3 in the turnover differential. So they'll give it to you. Give me the Patriots 20-17.
So what you're saying is they're going on a 2-game winning streak.
That's what I'm saying. But,
Yeah.
that's not what Paul's saying. And if he's right, then he's up 3 on me on the season, and we can call it no playoffs for me.
All right, guys. Good stuff. That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.